Hello my darlings, let's get into Empties. I love to prefix these videos with I do love a good beauty haul. I love to watch them. But on my channel, I prefer to do beauty empties. Why? Because a beauty haul is more of a show and tell, while beauty empties is a show, tell, and know. Right, I have got a lot. I cannot remember when I last filmed an empties, but I've already done a lot of sorting. So let's first start with something super easy. Cans of water. Unnecessary skincare, but I like this type of skincare because I like to mist my skin when I'm masking. I have the cult classic. To me, this is a cult classic. This is the Serozinc from Roche Posay. I have 3 bottles of these. Fabulous because of the zinc in here. If you have oily skin and you still haven't tried this, just try it. It's the zinc. There's something about zinc and oily skin. Just try it. And then I have something that I fell in love with over the last 2 years. This is the Uriage Eau Thermale. I get this from Essential. It's one of the most affordable facial mists that I have found out there that is just plain water. Like this stuff. Let's continue to keep it simple and do K-Beauty. I only have 4 products from K-Beauty with me. I finished up the Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask from Beauty of Jason. It was okay, it didn't wow me. It's a very gentle clay mask. I reviewed this in my masking series last year. How it stood out for me is using it in my morning routine. I love masking in my morning routine. And if I do use a clay mask in my morning routine, I want it to be very, very gentle. And this really ticked the box. In saying that, if you have oily skin, try getting a gentle clay mask as your morning cleanse. Just try something different. Don't say Ije don't share her tea with you. I then have with me the Zymogen Fermented Soybean Firming Serum. It was nice. I remember my skin really enjoying this, but it didn't particularly stand out for me. Just one of those K-Beauty things. They're nice, they feel nice, but then you're not quite sure what it's doing, but the skin looks happy, you know? I then have the Green Tea Fresh Toner from Innisfree. This is a cult classic. A lot of people love this, and I wanted to try it, and because I am such a toneraholic, I knew 30 ml was going to be enough for me to try, so I got a sample size, and I feel like it's very geared towards oilier skinned people. I felt it to be a little bit too astringent. The skin was left feeling tight, like all the oils were picked up from the skin. This is a toner in the very classic sense. It's quite astringent. I don't think I'm the target audience. I didn't hate it, I enjoyed it, but just a touch drying for IJ. I think if you have dry skin and you don't have problematic pores, you need to stay away from that. That will dry the hell out of you. This I loved. Oh, I loved this, and it is unfortunate that I cannot find it. I am hoping they're simply repackaging it and it will come back. Loved this. This is the Aromatica Vitalizing Rosemary Concentrate Essence. Now from this same line, they have a toner quite similar to this. I think it's called the Deconcoction Vitalized Rosemary Toner, something like that. I loved that. Love it. It's still available. I only do not like the price. It is quite pricey for a toner, but I absolutely love it. I love this as well. There was just something. It's also astringent. Picks up the oils from the skin, but also very balancing. I barely broke out when I had this in my routine, but in saying that, my skin responds exceptionally well to rosemary. My skin finds rosemary to be very balancing, very calming, tempers my oils. I loved every drop of this. Every drop of this. Highly recommend if you have oily skin, problematic pores. Loved. As we know, independent British skincare is the cornerstone of everything that I do beauty wise here. I have quite a lot of that right now, so let's go by brand. Let's do that. I have a bit of Disciple with me. I have the R&R Daily Repair Body Oil. The jury is still out. It's a bit spendy for what it is. I think it's for a very targeted niche, a very specific audience. I'm gonna talk about it more when I do my second in-depth review video for Disciple. I'm still gathering my thoughts. I'm on my second bottle and I have another one in my cupboard. Actually, I think I'm on my third bottle and I have another one in my cupboard. We'll talk more about this in that video. I have two of Disciple's facial oils. I have Good Skin and I have Dreamy Skin. I absolutely love both of them. Which one would I pick? I would pick both of them because they both function quite differently. Good Skin is what I would consider their day oil, very balancing. One of those oils that just tempers your oil production. It also has rosemary in it, so that's something that works for me and makes me like that facial oil quite a lot. I'm starting to lose count how many oils, how many Good Skins I've gone through. Then we have Dreamy Skin. Dreamy Skin has a retinol derivative in it. On my first rodeo with this, I feel like I did purge just a little bit. The skin did do something. The retinol was doing something. But I have also gone through quite a few of these bottles, and every time I have it in my routine, I just feel like my skin looks beautiful the next day. This is something. Disciple really got their facial oils right. I have done an in-depth review of these oils. I will make sure to link that video down below. I then have the Triple C Hydration Gel. I struggle to talk about vitamin C because vitamin C doesn't really like me. Doesn't do wow things on my skin. Sometimes it breaks me out. Regardless, this did not break me out. It has a very interesting scent. I'm not quite sure if it has neroli in it. I'm not quite sure, but it's very watery, very clean, gorgeous texture. Yeah, as I said, I'm not the best to review this. I'm hoping to go through another bottle and then I'll be able to do my second review video and really give a more concise review about that. But if you like vitamin C and you're a texture girly, that one is fabulous. The texture, beautiful. Is it an Empties video if I do not have the Nankin Face Purifying Toners with me? I have two of them. One of the best toners I've ever met in my life. I see that every time I have these in my hands. Hydrating yet astringent, full of antioxidants, very moisturizing. A few layers of this and then you press a few drops of oil. I promise you don't need moisturizer. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Also from Nankin, I have the eye cream complex. I use this as a lip serum and it is the only eye product I have ever bought again. Like I bought multiples to use on my lips. There's just something about it. Just plush, protected, soothed, healed lips. Love. I put this underneath my lip balm, of course. Fabulous. I've talked about that hack quite a bit on my channel, using eye cream as a lip serum, and I like to say use the eye creams you get as samples. Don't necessarily go out and spend money on an eye cream just to try this lip hack. Or you could go to K-Beauty because K-Beauty does affordable eye creams like no man's business. A bit of Liz Earle entered my life. Somebody gave me a gift set. With me I have the Instant Boost Skin Tonic, a cult classic. Because I'm a toneraholic and I have such high standards, this doesn't blow my socks off, but I see why people love the Skin Tonic. It is a good toner, it does the job, it's hydrating, slightly astringent, nothing offensive about it. Most people like it. Yeah, it's alright. And then I have the Skin Repair Moisturizer for normal to combination skin. It was okay, nothing exceptional. It's a light moisturizer. I don't really like light moisturizer. I like to feel like my skin has been cocooned and enveloped in luxuriousness, and light moisturizers just don't do it for me. So that's that. I then have two masks from Evolve Organic Beauty. I have the True Balance SOS mask, a really good clay mask, slightly spendy for what it is, but I did find it to be exceptionally functional. Why I struggle to die for clay masks is because I use clay in its raw form from Ijeoma skincare, and that just does the job for me so well. So when clay masks enter my life, they have a lot running against them. Regardless, not everybody wants to mix a mask like IJ, and this is rather good. I liked it. I really did like it. I also fully reviewed this in my Masking Club series. I'll make sure to link that down below. Then I have the Bio Retinol Gold Mask. In my review, I called this a very bougie antioxidant moisturizing mask. Do we need it? Not necessarily, not unless you have a lot of room to play with in your beauty budget. It didn't change my life. All it did was leave my skin feeling very soft and plush. I know other products that can do that. I don't necessarily even need a mask to do that. I can just pop on a really great moisturizer with a few drops of oil. And the gold was a little bit gimmicky for me. Just a little bit gimmicky for me. We didn't need to have that as an ingredient because we know it does nothing for skin. I have with me some Dr. Organics. Both of them disappointed me, unfortunately. We'll start with the one that I really had high hopes for. This is the Rose Auto Day Cream. I've always wanted to try this cream. I like rose in skincare, you know, it makes me happy. And I think just because it's easily available, it's something you can grab at Hollands and Barrett's. I've always told myself next time. So this entered my life through PR, and when I first put this on, I said, wow.
Are you that basic?
It didn't even feel moisturizing. It felt very flat on my skin. In fact, I remember there was a time I decided to use this as a serum. I was going in with another moisturizer. Deeply disappointed. I didn't finish it up myself. Baby girl and I used it. I wanted more. Considering how long I have waited to try that cream, I wanted more. I then have the pomegranate deodorant. I am a natural deodorant girly. I make my own. So this entered my life through PR. This is not something I would have bought, but it did leave me sweaty. So I've not finished this up, unfortunately. I have to let go of it. Disappointed. Let's jump into Inlight, one of my favorite luxe green brands. I have two balms from them. I have the Calendula and Damask Rose Soothing Balm, and I have the Propolis and Tea Tree Rescue Balm. The scent of the Calendula one was gorgeous. And this one has been created to soothe redness. Redness doesn't really show up on my skin. But it was cute. I don't have much to say about that one. This one though, I think did a thing. The Propolis and Tea Tree Balm. Both ingredients are ingredients my skin responds well to. I remember this to be very soothing, very calming as well. I could smell the quality of the tea tree that has been used in this. My skin didn't feel irritated from the tea tree as well. I liked this. I really liked this. This is a balm that I could buy the full size of. I'm currently working on doing a brand in-depth review of Inlight. Leave it with me. Then I've got my darling Ijeoma skincare, which I have already mentioned. I have got a bottle of organic rosehip oil. Rosehip oil is just one of those things. I make my own facial oil sometimes, and this is an ingredient I like to pour into some of my facial oils. But I did finish this up on my hair because I was going through my skincare cupboard and I realized some things had been in there for a little bit too long. So I finished that up in my hair. I then have the Shea Millions Foot Balm in oregano, or rather with oregano. The scent of oregano is there. I did use this in my hair. My hair does respond very well to thick butters, so that's that. And I remember I received that in PR. That's not something I would have bought myself. Then I have a packet of green clay from Ijeoma skincare. I did mention I do like to use raw clay in my clay masking ways, and a while back I decided to try something different. I usually buy Gasul clay. I decided to buy green clay just to try something different, and a little bit disappointed, a little bit too gentle for me. I think if you have a drier skin type, you might like green clay, or you have normal skin, you know, you don't have many problems like the rest of us, or maybe mature skin as well. You just want to cleanse the skin, but do it very, very gently. It's not something I would repurchase. It just didn't rock my boat the way I needed it to rock my boat. I am so looking forward to getting back into my Gasul clay. I genuinely miss it, but I still have quite a few clay masks to go through in my collection. Now the last bits are all singular from their brands. This is an OG. This is something I've spoken about quite a bit. This is the Midnight Blue Recovery Balm from Dames and Dimes. A staple, a go-to. I always have a backup. It is a hug in a jar. The smell, the scent, what it does for my skin, the way it works hard, the way it works softly. Oof. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. Got to be, is it my favorite balm? It's a big claim. It could be my favorite facial balm. Something else that blew my socks off, and I need to get more of this brand. I was highly impressed. Don't you just love when you meet a skincare sample and you're like, yes,
Give me more.
this is the Therapy Ultra Radiance Cream. Rich, cocooning, guaranteed gorgeous skin next morning. Every time I use this cream, I kept telling myself,
Wow. Wow. You're stunning.
I want more of you. I want the entire brand. Such a beautiful cream. It has an interesting texture. I would describe it like a posh pseudo cream. There's a waxiness to it, yes, still whipped in consistency. Just a fabulous cream. Made me exceptionally happy. I want more. I want the bigger size. I'm just trying to look at the label so I can shout out some of the ingredients that probably stood out to me. Yep, beautiful ingredient deck. There's rose water in this. Absolutely love that. There is jojoba oil, there's rosehip oil, there's shea butter. My skin loves shea butter. There's honey in this. My skin loves honey. There's also coconut oil, rose flower extract, aloe powder, there's sunflower seed. Beautiful. I want the big size. I need the big size. Now for a deodorant that worked for me. Once again, I did not buy this. This was something I received in PR. This is the Salt of the Earth deodorant stick in Neroli and Orange Blossom. Now, as for the scent, it was barely there, but it did the job. I was kept dry. My armpits were moisturized. I did not smell sweaty. The classic ingredients of the natural deodorants are in here. I highly recommend this. Highly recommend this. Something else that really impressed me, it impressed me enough that I made a very substantial order from this brand. This is the Organic Works Cleansing Face Wash. It did the job, and it did the job so beautifully. It was foamy, beautiful scent. You know, it just did the job. It just did the job. It made me happy. Price was great, nice scent. Yeah, expect a follow-up on that from me. A very big order was placed. I was very impressed, very impressed. Next up, I have the Holy Mixture Top Coat. Fabulous. I'm a housewife, so these hands, they work hard, and if you can give me a 10-day manicure as a top coat, you are A+ product to me, and this gave me a 10-day manicure. Nothing chipped when I had this on for at least 10 days, and I definitely recommend. I also recommend her formula. She has a really solid formula. I have quite a few of Holly's nail polishes. I'm just looking at them here, and none have failed me. I think I have at least 10 bottles from her, and none have failed me. Fantastic stuff. Oh, this was nice. This was nice. I remember this. This is the Heiko's Eco Hand Balm. Whew. Talk about functional. Talk about deeply moisturizing these hands that work very, very hard. Very spendy for a hand cream. I think it's just under £30 for, how many ml is this? This is 30 ml. That's a lot for a hand cream in my opinion. But I had subscribed to the Heiko's subscription box, and that's how I got this. It was fabulous. It's a kind of hand cream you give that hand cream lover in your life. You know, that person who loves a good hand cream, that person who has a Chanel hand cream. This is the hand cream you give to them. Would I buy it on its own? No, I don't think so. Would I subscribe again to Heiko's? Yes, I would. It's a beautiful brand, just spendy, just a little bit spendy for me. But their subscription box makes their products accessible. I'll leave some information down below if I have piqued your interest. But as a brand, I think they're doing fabulous things out here. Very sustainable. They care about the environment. They walk the walk. They talk the talk. They're very transparent. If you're going to charge that money and you're going to use the environment as your selling point, you gotta come good. And Heiko's comes good. This is the last product of the roundup. This is the Nourishing Facial Serum from Terra Verde. This is a brand I have been watching for a while. I received this in PR. Beautiful packaging. They use the right language. Everything is organic, intentional skincare and all that. This is also not a cheap product. I was expecting a lot, and I didn't get a lot. I wasn't particularly impressed. My skin was like, okay, cool. I think that's the problem with luxury skincare. The price really wants, or rather it really sets you up for big desire. You know, you want a lot for your money, and then you give me beautiful packaging, and then you sweet talk me with all these big words of organic skincare, intentional skincare, retete. Yeah, it just fell flat for me, and at that price I was like, no, I want more. Unfortunately, because this was not a fantastic first impression, and there's nothing else in the brand that is super drawing me in. The love affair ended before it even began. And that's that, my darlings. These are my recent empties. Let me know down in the comment section if I have helped you or not, or if there's something you want to share with me. Talk to me down in the comments. As per usual, I'll be a good girl, and I will link everything I have talked about in this video down in the description box. I want to thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Ijeoma, and I'll see you soon.